Yo! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Got an interesting little strategy to rid the Everglades of pythons. Now, will it be effective? I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But the new strategy that they have is robotic bunnies. That is what they're going to be doing. Because I guess we don't have any natural bunnies anymore. You know that a python loves a good, delicious bunny.
They love a bunny lunch.
Yeah, they do. They say they're lifelike. They emit heat. And they mimic real rabbits, all to attract the massive Burmese pythons.
All right, it's high tech versus high threat in the Florida Everglades.
Oh, researchers have developed robot rabbits. They're lifelike decoys that look, move, even smell like real marsh bunnies. It's an effort to lure out Burmese pythons. Pythons, they're not native, believe it or not, to Florida, but through escapes and people releasing overgrown pets, they've actually become established in the Everglades because of this. The massive snakes have wiped out, get this, 95% of small animals in the Everglades. Now, thanks to the solar-powered heat signature bunnies, the hunt is on.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right? Going after them. So look out. They say that each robot costs $4,000.
Whoa.
So they're not cheap. So it definitely comes with a cost.
And now, when they eat the bunny, what happens?
It's a great question. I don't know. I guess they can track them and all that stuff, I assume is what it is. Because a big part of it is them trying to track where they are. They want to see the mating habits, where they might be laying eggs. And so they do a lot of scientific kind of work on that stuff to try to figure out their plans and where they're hiding and try to root them out.
Isn't he going to spit it out when he realizes it's not a real bunny?
Yeah, my question is it reusable? So if he eats the bunny, and I don't know that he will, because, I mean, it's got the heat, it's got the smell, it's got everything like it. So it'll probably, I think they're hoping it at least fools the python. Then when it gobbles it up, then they can track it. They got a beacon. Now they can go grab that snake. I assume they can then take the rabbit out and reuse it. That's my one question. Are they reusable rabbits? Are you paying $4,000 per snake?
My question is, does technology beat nature? Or will nature always just find a way to, kind of like water, just win?
If these are reusable bunnies and they have enough of them, they could beat this.
You think they could?
I think they could, yeah. Okay. Absolutely. If these bunnies are as good as they say and they're reusable, and we buy enough of them, we could get rid of the snakes.
I just wonder, does Mother Nature's got a way of saying, ha, 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 humans, you're so clever. Watch this.
I wonder how these barefoot snake hunters that get thousands of dollars feel about the robot bunnies.
I would think they would like it if they can get a beacon to find out exactly where they are. Now, maybe for them it takes away some of the thrill of finding them the old-fashioned way, but at least for the people trying to eradicate the Burmese pythons in the Everglades, it's a good advantage.
Even in that community, they're going to go, man, he uses AI. I do it barefoot. I do it the real way.
Yep.
You know it's going to turn into that.
I feel like they wouldn't like it because these bunnies are going to take monies out of their pocket.
Yes, they'll find a cheaper way to produce the bunny to where you don't get that money as the trapper.
Right.
Well, our Dum Dum Florida man of the day is 20-year-old Devin Williams of Orlando. Apparently, he was a little drunk and maybe a little bored, and he saw some cops not too far away from him, and he wanted to get their attention.
Oh, no. You big dummy.
So he got out his Glock and started firing off some shots at the cops, as you would do.
What the hell?
Yeah, the 3 Winter Springs officers who were sitting in their patrol cars, they heard the firing of the gun outside of the church where they were sitting eating their dinner, and they said, we might want to look into that. When they found Devin Williams, he had the Glock in his waistband along with a stolen gun, ammo, alcohol, and burglary tools in his backpack.
What the hell?
So they got him on everything. Aggravated assault on law enforcement, firing a weapon in public, possession of stolen firearms. They just kept going on down. And he was just sitting there chilling, being a criminal, but nope, he had to bring the attention right to him.
What the hell is the matter with this guy? Did he want to go to jail? Is he in a bad marriage?
That's why he's our Dum Dum of the day.
And sometimes there's not a lot of smart criminals.
Yeah.
They make it easy.
We actually had a lot of people that were really vying for Dum Dum of the day. One guy in L.A., he saw a cat that was stuck in a tall pine tree. He went up to rescue it, got stuck himself, so I had to call out the firefighters to get the human out of the tree who was trying to rescue the cat.
Okay, so that's kind of adorable. His heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
I like that story.
Yeah, and then the cat saw the guy stuck up there. He's like, all right, and he just walked down.
The cat's like, I'm good.
So he got the cat out of the tree.
Yeah, I guess he did in a way. Then somebody had to get him out. Yeah, a couple other interesting stories here. This, I don't know what the heck was going on. The one that probably got me today was this 66-year-old grandfather in North Carolina, James Yoakley Jr. I'm trying to figure out his motive on this, but he flagged down a police officer and he said, yes, I have my granddaughters with me, and there are all kinds of substances in their ice cream. And sure enough, there was. There was drugs that were in there, cocaine and MDMA.
In the ice cream?
Yeah, and he's like, we just went to Dairy Queen. And then upon investigation, they realized it was Grandpa that doctored his granddaughter's ice cream with the drugs.
Ew, that is not cool.
Now, the kids did not ingest the substances, but what is crazy about this, too, is this guy's like a public official. He's an elections official in North Carolina, so he's got what would be a reputable job with the Board of Elections.
Means nothing when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Did he just lose his mind?
Nope.
Did he have some vendetta with the Dairy Queen?
I don't know what he's doing.
No, because he's giving it to his kids that they could have or his grandkids. They could have easily ingested that.
Yeah.
That, to me, that sounds like a sinister crime in the making.
But he reported it before they ingested it.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on in his head.
He could have gotten nervous because maybe they're like, this smells weird, and he panicked and he's like, I better call this in. I'm telling you, I think this is something sinister towards the kids.
Well, he's now facing felony counts of child abuse, drug possession, and contaminating food or drink.
Weird.
It is an odd story.
I'm telling you, there's something more sinister to that story.
He was trying to kill his own grandkids?
Or take advantage of them.
Well, now there's also a man in Washington state that is facing kidnapping charges after allegedly attempting to forcibly remove a female barista from a drive-through coffee stand.
Oh, my.
19-year-old Ezekiel Guerrero ordered a beverage at the Ladybug Bikini Espresso in Lakewood, then grabbed the victim by the arm and attempted to pull her through the window toward his car.
Oh, my gosh.
I may ask for a couple days off after that one.
The barista braced herself against the counter, preventing Guerrero from abducting her, and Guerrero later confessed to detectives, stating he'd been under the influence of alcohol and marijuana, and he was feeling sad, angry, and isolated due to relationship troubles.
Okay, so let's deal with those issues, because I know a lot of people who like to get their drink on and hit a doobie, and they're not trying to kidnap women.
Yeah, well, they got it all on a surveillance video. Here are people talking about it.
I think it's terrible, especially on that kind of shift, but it's just really hard to hear things like that are happening to those type of girls. We're all human. Everybody deserves the grace of like, wow, that shouldn't have happened to them. It does make me worried for other girls.
Mm-hmm.
It is crazy that the level of just being brazen of people trying to kidnap in broad daylight in front of witnesses.
He grabbed the barista.
That's an insane way to try to kidnap somebody. I mean, you're going to draw attention.
There's cameras.
Yeah.
There's a hole that the food comes out of.
Wow.
Yeah. And another interesting abduction. Border Patrol agents arrested 2 firefighters in Washington state on Wednesday who they say were in the country illegally. But the thing that was crazy is they were actually working to contain a wildfire when they were taken under arrest.
Oh.
Like, do you want us to fight the fire? Or, okay, all right, I guess we're leaving. Yeah, interesting move. But yeah, there you go. You could be fighting a fire. It doesn't matter if Border Patrol wants you, you're going.
Can we let them fight the fire and then at the end of the shift take them?
I know, you'd have thought we could use all the hands.
I really think that all the assets we can get fighting the fire and then get them after they're done.
The people fighting the fire, they were part of a department.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that before where cops and firefighters, they get mad on the scene and then the cop arrests the firefighter while the firefighter's just trying to like save the victim.
Oh, my.
There's a video of that.
And yesterday, after hearing about the 70 records you could break from Guinness and their 70th anniversary, David Rush, who has 181 Guinness World Records, now has another one. He got this one back. It was the most sponges to the face in 1 minute. Wet sponges, 96 is how many he got.
I'm in.
We know you are.
But I need a partner.
Yeah, and that was it. He has a partner that he's done half of his records with, and he said the accuracy of this guy with the wet sponges is what really made it.
But David Rush is the Hall, and his partner is the Oates.
Gotcha.
He doesn't get to shine like the David Rush does. But you were talking a lot of crud balls about David Rush.
I mean, sponge to the face. Where's the athletic feat of that?
He's got some that are,
It's kind of dumb.
He's got some ones that you go, all right, my man's just padding his stats.
Ooh, you got hit in the face with sponges. Like, ooh.
Let's do it, but we'll wet ours with Tabasco sauce.
We'll make ours used today sponges. The contraceptive.
I don't get it.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't want to get it. It's going to be gross.